All right, fellow AMC ape holders, XMAX Trading here. Saw some DD on Twitter. It was pretty exciting. This guy, Rich, whatever, he's always against AMC and the apes, and he's trying to say that, everyone is selling and his company has no future. Again, he's trying to say that. So people are calling, this guy looks like he's stressed, He looks pretty worried. He's saying you got a lot of retail shareholders trying to convince other retail to buy the stock while they're clearly dumping the stock. No, it's not true. Not my financial advice. But that's from the hedge funds shorting the heck out of it, dumping it down. This stock is basically halved from its highs. It just shows how it just shows you retail is selling. This is this guy's agenda the whole time. Not financial advice, but this guy is he's out of his mind, and he's just trying to short the stock and destroy the company, and he's a hedgy. So let's see what he says.
I'm glad you mentioned the earnings call, Rich, because shareholders make up about 80% of shareholders are retail investors, 4.1 million of them, according to Adam Aaron in a tweet recently. And the call is going to be opened up to retail investors. As an analyst on Wall Street with a sell rating on the stock, do you have the same access that you had before to the company and to asking questions on these calls?
AMC was not taking our questions before or after they sort of shifted to focus on their retail shareholders. I think just the important thing to remember is there's been sort of a lot of questions or a lot of story out there about sort of these quote unquote diamond hands of these retail investors sort of attacking the short sellers. And the reality is short interest has really dried up. I mean, this is the crazy thing now is that you've got a lot of retail shareholders trying to convince other retail shareholders to buy the stock while they're clearly dumping the stock. And I think the stock's basically halved from its highs. It just shows you retail is selling. And, the reason they're selling makes a lot of sense to us. The reality is the box office is very underwhelming. And movie studios, I think the single biggest question over the course of the remainder of calendar 2021 is if you're a movie studio and you don't have a streaming strategy like an HBO Max or a Disney Plus, do you put your big blockbuster movie out in Q4? Or do you hold it into 2022? Because putting it out in movie theaters, it just doesn't seem like there's enough people willing to go, especially for family films. It seems like financial suicide.